Good day, everyone. I am Ana Marie Bolong, BSN 2, Batch 3 student. Today, I will having a teaching demonstration about metaphor. The main objectives of my topic for today is that evaluate the context as a meaning of discovering self. Identify the metaphor used in the selection and use metaphor in writing sentences to convey meaning. Hello class, how are you this morning? Good. So, this time I would like to request Rose to lead the prayer. Okay, Rose, lead the prayer. Amen. Okay. Good morning class. I would like to welcome you all to our face-to-face class. Okay, who can still remember our lesson the other day? Okay, Jen. Very good, Jane. Who among you here remember about simile? Yes, Ken? Correct, Ken. Who can give an example of simile using us? Yes, Gaily. Very good. Now, who can give an example of simile using like? Yes, Joanne. Very good. Okay, class. Remember, class, that a simile or simile is a type of figurative language that describes something by comparing it to something else with the words like or as. Just take a look at and the given example with the meaning in our lesson yesterday. Okay, today we will tackle a new lesson, but before we jump to activities and discussions, let us set classroom rules. Okay, Alex, will you please read it? Everybody please read and listen carefully. Okay, I know you understand the classroom rules already. They are just simple and please follow class. Okay, class. Since everything has been said, let us have an activity. I want you to listen carefully and read the presentation diligently. I have a question and I will call the students to answer it after. Question: do you have hopes in your life? Okay, who wants to answer first? Yes, Greg. Very good. Who else? Yes, Alexa. Very good. Who else? Okay, Nika. Very good. So, thank you so much for your ideas, guys. Now, we will read a poem. But before we will read it, let us unlock some difficult words and selection. Hope, a feeling of expectation and desire for a certain thing to happen. Second one, flapping, of a bird move its wings up and down. Rattling, a wooden or iron frameworks, typically one used as a structural support in a ceiling. Okay, who wants to read the selection? Okay, Rika. Hope. Hope is a flapping kite tethered to a child, praying that it doesn't fly away over. Hope is concentrate, strong and slowly breaking, every day being hit by a sledge hammer of hateness. Hope is the sun on a hot, cool, sunny day, warmly cradling in the cool atmosphere, helping you see through the darkness. Hope is seeing children best friend each other and not judging on appearances, unlike people of society spreading heat to all of the children. Okay, thank you, Rika. For objective number 1, activity number 3, evaluate the context as a means of discovering self. Now, I will ask you a sample question. Comprehension checkup. Number 1. What is the poem about? Yes, Bibian. Correct. And the second, and the first stanza. What is hope for? Yes, Claire. Very good. Number 3. Do you think hope's description in the poem are true? Yes, Shane. Very good. You have good idea, Shane. I like it. Okay, number 4. What do you think the writer of the poem wants to convey? Okay, Louisa. You have an idea. Who else? Yes, Marie. Very good, Marie. Every one of us has a hope in life. However, what we hope is for that we should strive hard and do things to make it possible. Because hope is being able to see that there is light despite of all the darkness. Do you understand the main point of the selection class? Very good. I hope you internalize the theme of the selection. Okay, let's go back to the selection. What have you observed her? Hope is flapping kite tethered to a child, praying that it doesn't fly away ever. Hope is concentrate, strong, and slowly breaking, every day being hit by a sledgehammer of heatness. Hope is the sun on a hot, cool, sunny day, warmly cradling in the cool atmosphere, helping you. You see, of society spreading hate to all the children. Yes, Kathy. Excellent. You have brilliant observation, Kathy. From the observation of Kathy, do you have any idea about the topic we will discuss today? Yes, Joy. Very good, Joy. A big round of applause to Joy. You're right. So today we'll have focus on metaphor. Okay, these are the objective number 2. Identify the metaphor used in the selection. So, metaphor is a word or phrase for one thing that is used to refer to another thing in order to show or suggest that they are similar. Metaphors are a form of figurative language which refers to words or expressions that mean something different from their literal definition. In the case of metaphors, the literal interpretation would often be pretty silly. For example, image. What these metaphors would you look like if you took them at face value? I am titanium. Just like a simile, metaphor compares to something else but it doesn't use like or us. Now, take a look at the poem. What are the metaphors being used? Yes, Rom? Very good, Rom. What else? Exactly. Exactly. What else? Yes, June. Terrific. Is there any? Yes, Vaughn. Very good, Vaughn. I guess you understand very well what is metaphor. Do you have any clarification? Okay, no. Thank you so much for active participants. Let's clap our hands. For objective number 3, use metaphor in writing to convey meaning. Now, I want you to group into 3 groups. Just count 1 to 3. Okay, start from row 1. Okay, since you already have a group, I want you to get a bond paper and I want you to put your answer inside the envelope. And after that, each group will make at least 5 sentences using metaphor. Write your answers in the cartolina and select a representative to present your group work in front of the class. I will give you 4 minutes to do it. Okay, for group 1, this is your activity. Okay, and also for group 2, this is also your activity. And lastly, for group 3, this is your activity. Okay, now, group 1 will be there. And group 2 here. Okay, and lastly, group 3 is you go there. Congratulations to all of you for the job well done today. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. Okay, do you have any clarification? No, okay. As to know further whether you understood the lesson or not, I will give you another activity. This is also done by a group. Just stay in your group. Now, I want you to look at the picture inside the given envelope in each group. Write a sentence that contains metaphor out of the picture. Then, select a representative to your group to present the work. Okay, I'll give you 3 minutes to do your work and present it in the front. So these are the answers. Okay, you all get the correct answer. You are really understand our lesson today. A big round of applause. Thank you so much for your active participation and effort in attending our class. Okay, now, I have here a test question for you to evaluate your understanding. For each of the following, encircle the letter that uses metaphor. Okay, number 1, letter A. Laughter is the music of the song. And letter B. Brave as a lion. Letter C. Like cats and dogs. Letter D. Strong as an ox. So, number 2. Letter A. He is funny like a barrel of monkeys. Letter B. America is a melting pot. Letter C. As American as apple pie. Letter D. She is like a bird. So, number 3. Letter A. Life is roller coaster. Letter B. He is as strong as an ox. Letter C. This house is as clean as a vessel. Letter D. As clear as crystal. Number 4. A. Lightning dance across the sky. B. My kids' room is a disaster area. Letter C. Rita heard the last piece of pie calling her name. Letter D. As cool as a cucumber. And lastly, number 5. A. My flowers were begging for water. Letter B. The world is a stage. Letter C. The wind howled in the night. And lastly, letter D. As big as an elephant. Okay. For test 2, I would like you to write at least 3 sentences using metaphor. Okay, class. Before we end our lesson for today, I will give you an assignment. Please research about personification. Give at least 3 examples of personification, class. Okay. Did you understand, class? Okay, thank you very much for all the participants, and God bless.